And now it's a really special moment in our program because we want to make sure that we get a chance to spotlight and introduce you to all of our Citizen Artist Fellows. So I have one footnote before we do that. We are going to move the program forward by 15 minutes, so we'll have 15 more minutes in here. And once you get to your breakout rooms, all of the Kennedy Center teams will help manage that time. But we're just going to give that extra 15 minutes so you have time to enjoy lunch and also give attention to the fellows. So please join me in re-welcoming Deborah Rutter back to the podium. Thank you.
I just think we need to offer a round of applause to Mario, who is the mastermind. And no, he's not available to be a game show host or something like that either. Yeah, okay, yeah, forget it. So I just want to, I'm a person who always likes to connect the dots a little bit. And you've been hearing us talk about Citizen Artist Fellows and Citizen Artistry and citizens and all of that. But this is the moment where we're going to give you just a little bit more of a background. As I said earlier, Yo-Yo and Renee and I and others have been talking. Damien was the first one to call it citizen artist instead of citizen musician. Eric has coined the phrase citizen university. Here we're going to talk a little bit about the Citizen Artist Fellows and why we're doing it. We've been doing a lot of talking. We've been trying and successfully recruiting individuals to go out and do random acts of goodness in society and to make a difference. But we thought that the Kennedy Center, in this time when we're about to launch into a centennial celebration of John F. Kennedy, that this would be a good time to actually put this into action a little bit more concretely. So time is no barrier around here. I think it was a few months ago that we had this idea, right? And we created this program. Initially, what we're doing is we're identifying some extraordinary young people, individuals who have been doing work, who are still in the discovery phase, some of them better known, some of them still lesser known, individuals that we have been introduced to from a wide variety of artists across the country. And the idea is for them to have a spotlight here at the center, that we would support their work, we would nurture it, we would advocate for it, we would encourage all of you to follow them on social media, and we would do the same, so that suddenly artists who are doing things quietly in a community are suddenly in the spotlight. And we are encouraging them to do work together. So one of the great outputs from this morning was, how about getting these artists together, those famous artists together? Well, we are getting our soon-to-be famous artists together, and they're going to be working together. We are going to document this work, and they are an experiment. You are a part of this experiment, in that we want to demonstrate the good that artists and communities can bring. And so in a way, I didn't know that we were doing it, but we're responding already to the challenge from Melody and Yo-Yo and Tom about dropping the level of leadership from the top to that place that is activating it and doing the work on the ground. And so, I don't know how we saw this that would be an output of the conversation from this morning, but somehow it is, and we're telling you about it already. And what's important about this is that you all need to help us with this. They're going to go off to their cities and their communities, and they're going to continue to do their work, but we all need to support them in that work and give them the spotlight and the encouragement that it takes to really take the next step. I'd like to ask Renee now to come, and she will help introduce all of the fellows to you. Welcome, Renee.
Oh, this is incredibly exciting. This work is so meaningful for all of us because we're inspired by these brilliant young artists, citizen artists, who are not only talented but generous. It's my pleasure to officially introduce you to the 2016 Kennedy Center Citizen Artist Fellows. And you'll join me in welcoming these extraordinary 9 individuals. From Chicago, Illinois, Akil Charlton, visionary, musician, and educator. From Paige Hernandez, performer, educator, and founder of B-Fly Entertainment from Washington, D.C. So great. Oh my gosh. Conceptual artist, writer, curator, and community builder from Seattle, Washington, Davida Ingram. Yoko K. Sen, electronic musician, producer, engineer, vocalist, and healthcare sound engineer from Washington, D.C. So good. Actor and artistic director of the Apothete Theater Company from New York, New York, Greg Mozgala. So good. CJ Phillip, artistic director of multidisciplinary ensemble Dance and Be More from Baltimore, Maryland. Co-founder of Powerhouse Productions, artist and architect Gina Reichert from Detroit, Michigan. Monica Eunice, soprano and co-founder, co-executive director of Sing for Hope in New York, New York, with Camille Zamora, also soprano. Sopranos are great, come on. And co-founder, co-executive director of Sing for Hope in New York, New York.
So what's going to happen is one more giant round of applause, but then I'm going to make them take a selfie with me. And you should use your cameras now if you haven't pulled them out already. Pull out your phones and get ready to document some of this. So let's hear it for 2016 Kennedy Center Citizen Artist Fellows. Wow.
Am I there? Wait, let me get one.
Oh, you got it.